Welcome, everyone. My name is Deanna Fenton, and I am your host for this week's Simple Steps to Online Success. So one of the things that had always been very frustrating to people is the message that appears when somebody is purchasing and they're going through the checkout process for you. Under the checkout settings, I'm going to come over here to settings in the lower left-hand corner, and now checkout setting. The default has always been double opt-in, which meant that people had to give their clear consent to allow you to send emails to them outside of emails that are related to the product that they're buying from you. But the problem was, what would happen is if you gave that optional opt-in, the words that were the default said, "Subscribe to our email list." A poor choice of words. Because you have to understand that for the vast majority of us, who in the world needs to be added to yet another email list? It also wasn't specifically clear enough that if they did not subscribe to emails, you can't email them about the product that they purchased from you. So it was very, very frustrating for a lot of Kajabi site owners because it, in effect, just pretty much meant that a good percentage of people buying a product would not check that box and therefore would never get your emails. The people that opted out or did not check that box were not getting your emails. Very frustrating. So now what they've offered is you can use custom text. So you can explain, please check this box to make sure that you get updates and communication regarding this product, or however you want to phrase that. But it was super important that you have this flexibility so that you can communicate that it's really important. Now, the other option is to totally disable that optional checkbox. Doesn't give them the option, and they're not added at all to your email list. So I would not recommend disable. So you've got automatic. That is the one that is a little dicey because they're not giving consent. If you want to go where they must give consent, at least now you have the option to customize the information. Now, this one was also talked about down here, hard storage opt-in. I'm not sure everybody has this yet. In the recap, it kind of implied it was rolling out. So if you look under your settings and checkout settings, you might see this. What that means is it's giving very specific consent to save their credit card information. If, for example, somebody is purchasing a course from you, some of us have experienced this where they purchased one course or offer from you. They go back to buy a second offer. And what it will say is you already have an account and it will make them sign in. And when it signs in, it will also pull up the credit card that they used previously, and they can just automatically use that credit card to purchase this offer. So what they've done now is they had to make, and this is only related to Stripe, that it gives them information about whether or not they do want to store their credit card information. Now, remember your credit card information isn't stored in Kajabi, it's stored in Stripe or PayPal. So this is more along the lines of protecting Stripe and giving information to our customers that they're agreeing to keep their credit card information stored in Stripe and using it to be displayed if they want to make another purchase. Mine says opted out by default, and that is the recommended, and that means they can choose versus they are opted in. The credit card is stored automatically, or you disable it completely. And it does not affect subscription. So if you have a membership or a multi-pay, you don't have to worry about this. This is not an issue when it's that case because that's basically an automatic payment anyway. If you are not a Kajabi customer yet, you will see the link below. If you click on the link and you sign up, you'll get the information about the free Facebook group, a group VIP session where we're going to go through and get you all set up. So until next week, take care, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.